G'day viewers and welcome to the latest instalment of It's Always Beeroclock. I'm Mark.
And I'm Simon. Mark, where's Sidekick Dave?
I've sent Sidekick Dave on a craft beer reconnaissance mission to the Central Coast. But where are we today, Simon?
Well, Mark, we're in Artarmon Home HQ, where you can buy home appliances, furniture, pillows, carpeting, and craft beer at the Depot Brewery.
All right, there's something we can buy here.
Yes.
Okay, we're here at the Depot Brewery in Artarmon with Paul Lambert. You're the GM, Paul.
I am, Mark.
And we're with Ady, who is the head brewer.
Mm-hmm.
So, Paul, you're only recently opened up here about 3 months ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we opened up the doors on the 1st of December 2024. Obviously in the planning for a lot longer before that. It's always been an area and a site that we had our eyes on to open a brewery. There's no brewery around the lower North Shore of Sydney, so we're quite excited to be opening our doors to the public and to the community, and inviting them in and to enjoy a beer.
Okay, so I guess that's part of the why is this is an area that's sort of starved of craft beer.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's a lot of demand for craft around the area, but to go anywhere where you can enjoy a really good authentic brewery experience was the Inner West and obviously the Northern Beaches more of lately. So there's a bit of travel time involved. So we wanted to build something that was purely authentic on the North Shore and get it out to the community.
Okay, now Ady, you've brewed elsewhere in the past. Mm-hmm. Can you give us a little summary of your background?
So I started with Rock's Brewing Co. as they were building their brewery before heading off to Young Henry's, where I was there as a brewer and then eventually senior brewer when I left. After that, I was working for Wayward for about a year as a brewer there, and then I left there to go become the head brewer at Wicked Elf up in Port Macquarie.
Okay.
And then I got poached again by Rocks to be their new head brewer. I was head brewer there for 5 years before they went into administration, and I was this close to actually going to the dark side and working for Tui's. And then my wife was like, look, there's another craft brewery, there's advertising, it's in Artarmon, and I come and saw these guys and really believed in the project that they were doing, and it all made a lot of sense, and I could see what kit they were going to be putting in, and it got me really excited, and I was like, yeah, look, we can do some really cool things. And
okay.
Yeah.
It's like a kid in a candy store at the moment.
Yeah. It's been really good.
Excellent. So, Paul, is there a particular philosophy or vibe that you're going for here?
Yeah, look, we wanted to create a very authentic experience where people come and enjoy themselves. It doesn't matter where they're from. We wanted to create a really good dining, beverage and overall experience for the customer that's just very friendly and open. One of our philosophies is, that third place, where you can come and just relax and enjoy yourself. You've got, your home, and then a lot of people spend, most of their Monday to Friday life at work. Well, we want to be that third place where they can just come and really enjoy themselves and relax.
Okay.
Having your own hospitality certainly helps, where you're able to control your own costs and what you sell over the bar.
Yeah. Well, talking of what you sell over the bar, this man is responsible for it. Have you developed a core range as such at this stage?
And that would be like our draft lager, our mid-strength, and our Pacific Pale. All I've done really to those is just polish them up and tighten up those recipes, but it's free game from the XPA, hazy IPA, and things like that. So what we've got in front of us is the new recipe XPA. And so really my big focus with brewing is ingredients. the only beer that tends to stand out, apart from being made well, is it using the best ingredients possible. So you can tell when somebody has been a hop selection and some brewery doesn't get the chance to. And even if those brewers are at the same level, the one who gets to choose his ingredients always wins. And so we're really lucky being in Australia, where we get good support from New Zealand growers and some boutique Australian growers. So this one here is 2 different cascades from 2 different terroirs. But basically I wanted to showcase the difference in having the same hop but from 2 different countries, and how that soil interacts and how that plays with the ingredients. And then all the malt is grown here in New South Wales and produced by a craft maltster as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you got the artistic freedom to sort of come up with a few experimental brews?
Yeah, 100%. Look, I think the really cool thing with working with these guys as well, and when we started, was that we've all got a lot of experience and a lot of time in the industry. And I guess as a brewer, you sort of grow to a point where you're like, okay, I do need to make quite plain lagers, because I know I work in a business.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, brewers. Yeah, we want to make crazy, stupid shit all the time, and that's fine, but it doesn't make good business sense, right? And at the end of the day as well, to make a really good, acceptable lager that appeals to everyone is actually quite hard and quite a decent challenge. And when it comes to challenges, I really love it, especially in craft beer. So, look, I get free reign on what I want to do in regards to brewing and making sure that the quality sticks there. And that's pretty much all I wanted anyway.
Okay.
And so, yeah, look, and the boys are all the same. We all want beer that appeals to everyone, because, like Paul said, we're here to service the community.
Yeah.
And the community means making beers that people want to drink.
Yeah, of course.
But we all want those beers to be at a level that is like highest quality possible. And that's where I get the free reign to start making some good beer.
Well, it looks like you've certainly got the setup here to be able to do so.
Yes,
so
yes,
there's obviously
do.
been quite an investment in equipment here. Once you're fully up to speed, you'll be able to churn out some beer here. What do you think the capacity will be when you're up at full speed?
I think it depends on how long Ady wants to work a week.
Yeah. The kit's quite easy to use.
Yeah.
And it sings once you sort of get that dialed in, which it hasn't taken too long. It's you're producing really good quality beer.
Is there a plan to sell packaged beer as well?
Yeah, so we're in the process of that now at the moment. We're getting all the design work done for our cans. We do have the space here to get a mobile canning operator in to do cans. We are doing our first batch off-site just for the sake of ease, and as Ady said, we need to get our stock levels up to be commercial.
Okay.
So we'll do our first run off-site, and then we'll
all right. And in terms of draft beer, is your beer on tap at other venues as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got it in around the Lower North Shore in different venues and in the city as well. So we're already starting to wholesale out to trade. We've got a very good key customer that we have on board, and they're an amazing customer, which is North's Collective. So it goes across all their sites.
Okay.
And then we wholesale out to different pubs, restaurants, bars around the area.
Okay. So if we look forward, say, 18 months or 2 years,
Yep.
what's your expectation? Where should things be in a couple of years' time?
But in terms of us personally, I think that we've got the really good bones, and the start of where we are in our journey has been really accepting of the community. They've been really excited. It's a big wow factor when you walk in here. So the service that we've been able to provide has been where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So we're hitting all our benchmarks, which is really good, and we've had fantastic feedback. So we hope to continue to grow over the next 12, 18, 24 months and beyond, really. We're not going to be here for 24 months. That's not the plan. It's going to be here for a lot longer. And on the beer front, having a great range of top quality beers is something that we're always working on. We'll always keep revising, depending on what the feedback is from the community. We have a plan in mind of what we think will work, but if the community doesn't like that, then we'll listen to them and we'll go, okay, well let's try something else. Let's brew something different and have that broad range that appeals to your mainstream drinker, but we also need to cater for the guys that really love their craft beer and have some different styles on that are very unique and flavorful. So looking forward to the next 12 to 24 months.
Fantastic. Well, it's a great venue that you've got here. It's huge, actually. And you've got
It's a big site.
big beer garden as well.
Yeah.
Simon and I look forward to trying most of the rest of your beers, or as many as we can. Absolutely. This one is excellent, may I say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So thanks for speaking with us, guys. Thanks, Paul.
No dramas.
Thanks, Ady.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
We're here at the Depot Brewery with Stephen. Good afternoon, Stephen.
Afternoon, Mark.
Have you been to the Depot Brewery before?
I have. I work locally, so this is probably my third or fourth time here.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent, because it's only relatively recently opened, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, I think it opened late last year, but couldn't wait to get here when I heard it.
Okay, so you like your craft beer?
I love my craft beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a particular beer in the range here that's your favourite?
At the moment, I'm going through a lager phase. So anything with the L word, lager, I'm there. But I don't mind a good XPA as well.
Okay, well, we tried the XPA and we thought it was excellent with an X. Stephen, good on you. Nice talking to you, mate.
Likewise.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we're here with Tom and Freddie. Guys, have you been to this brewery before?
Yeah, we have actually. We come a couple times during the week and for lunchtime normally.
Okay, so you're here at dinner time tonight.
Just watch the footy, yes.
Okay, and what are you having, Tom?
An XPA.
XPA. What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Freddie, what are you drinking?
I mean, that's a tough act to follow. I will say I'm having the draft lager and it's better than advertised. They said it'd be good. Consider
Okay.
my expectations exceeded.
All right, so you're a lager man?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well,
This is hard-hitting stuff, mate. I'll tell you what. Hey, take me away. Is it a crime in the state of New South Wales to be a lager man?
no, not at all.
Zoom in on me right now.
If that's what lager does to you,
Mate, a couple of sips and
give
here
me-
I am,
give me a
firing on
couple of
every
schooners.
available cylinder.
yeah. Freddie and Tom, thank you so much for appearing on It's Always Beeroclock.
It
Thanks,
is,
guys.
And mate, it always is. Do you want me to say that to camera? It's always
God.
Beeroclock.
You know, we're here with Paul. Good afternoon, Paul.
Afternoon.
Have you been to the Depot Brewery before?
No, I haven't.
This is your first time?
First time.
What's your first impression?
Nice ale.
Oh, so which beer are you having?
The Australian ale. Very
Okay.
nice, very nice.
All right, and what do you think of the sort of decor here?
Nice surrounding. I think they'll give the traditional brewers a run for their money, but if they keep this up, I think they're doing pretty good.
Fantastic. Well, Paul, please enjoy your beer and hope you have a good evening.
No worries. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Well, Simon, we've had a lovely visit here at the Depot Brewery in Artarmon.
We certainly have, Mark.
How have you found the day?
It's been enjoyable, as usual, in your company, of course.
Oh, thank you.
And the beers have been very good.
Did you have a favourite beer or two?
You know, I really did. I liked the dark, mild ale and the red XPA were my favourites. And what about you?
Well, first talking about the place.
Sorry.
Yes, so
Please.
it's a bit of an unusual location because attached to this homemaker centre, but I have got a couple of cushions to take home.
Well, there you go. And I bought some nice curtains.
Beer-wise, the red XPA was excellent, and also just the IPA I really liked.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
we had 5 or 6 beers, and they were all pretty good.
Yeah.
So if you're here to shop for beds or sheets or cushions, or there's a Bunnings next door as well. So
That's very true. Go for a sausage sizzle, come back and have a beer.
yeah, although they do have food in here.
That's true, and the food looks very good.
But the place is great. It's a bit cloudy today, but there's quite an extensive beer garden. There's food inside. There's plenty of room, so I'd recommend it. But until next time, Simon,
Yes.
I'd like to say it's always Beeroclock. These days, there's a huge range of different beers.
It's a huge range because it's always Beeroclock.
It is always.
And I've always
We
said
can
that.
put that on the promo
I've been on
for
the
our
record
television
saying
program.
every minute of every day, it happens to be Beeroclock. Hey, no matter what time zone you're in.
Your time has come.
My time has come. Oh my God.